Do you want to know what energies the Crone has to tell you? Then keep watching, because this is the in-depth, spooky, timeless tarot pick a card reading all about the triple goddess meant just for you. Hello trick-or-treaters, and welcome back to my channel, TrickrTreatTarot, where it is spooky season all year long. If you like Halloween or Samhain, then this is definitely the channel for you, where I do spooky themed tarot pick-a-card readings, just like this one, and other spiritual related videos. So if that's your jam, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. Please do consider subscribing to the channel, and while you are subscribing, make sure you hit that post bell notification button so you stay updated and you do not miss out when I post new spooktacular videos every week. Alright, you guys, so we are back with part 3 for our trilogy from the Triple Goddess reading. So today is all about the Crone, okay? So we're channeling the Crone today, ending the trilogy, but we have some new exciting things that are going to be coming up for us during the month of June, or Boon as I like to call it. So stay tuned for all of that loveliness as well, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and get started, you guys. So we have our 3 groups here set up nice and close for you guys. Well, not close yet, but we will get close, okay? Group number 1 is card 37, the pentagram, with the citrine point. Group number 2 is card 14, the moon, with this snowflake obsidian double terminated point. And group number 3 is card 36, the snake, with the blue gold stone point, okay? So timestamps are going to be in the description box as well as in the pinned comment section down below. We are going to have the timestamps for the pile selection where we get nice and close up so you guys can get grounded, do your meditation, listen to all of my disclaimers. We're also going to have the timestamps for the shuffling so that way you guys can see the shuffling. You guys know I love doing that on camera so you can see the magic happen. And we're also going to have the timestamps for the messages so that way those of you who want to skip straight to your message, you can go ahead and do that too as well, okay? So timestamps again in the description box as well as in the pinned comment section down below, okay? And I do apologize if I've coughing a little bit. I had a little bit of a cold that I'm overcoming right now, which is why my upload schedule kind of got a little wonky towards this last couple of weeks as well. So just putting that little disclaimer out there to you guys. So my apologies on that. If you hear me clear my throat and stuff, I'm only human. So we're going to go ahead though, we're going to get started, you guys, with your pile selection. Shout out to all of my new subscribers, you guys. We're almost at 500. I'm super excited. Remember, once we reach that 500 mark, I believe that's when I'm going to get my community tab, and then we'll be able to hang out there, you guys. I'll probably do a Q&A session as well. We can do one of those, and I'm also planning on expanding my content and doing some Reiki ASMR type healing sessions, maybe some solo charm readings, some, you know, chit chats, all the whole 9 yards, okay? But I can't wait until we reach that 500 mark. That's my halfway goal to reaching our 1,000, which is required for us to reach monetization. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey with me. I really just do appreciate it, and thank you guys so much for sticking around and for continuing to help me grow this channel and to grow this spooky family, okay? Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. We're going to go ahead and start with your pile selection. Let's go. Alright, boos and ghouls and witchy souls, and welcome back to your pile selection. So we have our 3 groups here set up nice and close so you guys can get meditated and grounded so you can choose the group that is absolutely meant for you. Okay, so for group number 1, we have card 37, the pentagram. Group number 2 is card 14, the moon. And group number 3 is card 36, the snake, okay? And that's group number 1 with the citrine crystal point. Group number 2 with the double terminated snowflake obsidian point. And group number 3 with the blue gold stone point, okay? So again, 1, 2, and 3. So I'll go ahead and give you guys a couple of minutes to choose your group. Remember, there is no right or wrong way to choose. You can pick based off of the number on the card, the picture on the card, the placement of the card, the number of the group. You can close your eyes and then open them and see whichever group catches your eye first or calls your attention the most. You can hold your hand over the screen and see which group makes you feel fuzzy, okay? So there's no right or wrong way to choose. Just use your intuition, that is the most important thing. You can even pick more than one group, okay? So if you feel called to pick 2 groups or even to watch all 3 groups, that is okay. That just means that there are multiple messages meant for you in each of the different groups. Now for a couple of disclaimers, you guys. These are general readings, okay? General readings, that means that if you hear something that does not resonate, that's okay. Just let that message go and let it flow. There are a lot of people watching this video and a lot of people watching the same pile as you, so just disregard any messages that do not resonate, as they are messages meant for another trick-or-treater that's watching the same pile as you. You know your life, you know what works best for you, so just listen to those messages, okay? And you do have free will, so if you don't like a message based on the path you are currently on, you have the power to switch paths at any time. These messages are not set in stone, okay? You are constantly changing and growing, and your future is constantly changing and growing. With all of that being said, please do ground yourself by taking a couple of deep breaths in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Do that a couple of times to really get grounded. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time to do a small meditation. That's okay, you guys. It is very important to make sure you are grounded, in tuned, and in sync with this video and the messages provided, so you can hear the ones that are absolutely meant for you. If you feel called to, you can skip ahead to any pile at any time. That's okay. I will have all of the timestamps in the description box as well as in the pinned comment section down below, so that way you guys can easily skip around to the parts you feel called to. We will be doing all of the shuffling on camera. You guys know I love to do that, so that way you can see the magic happen. Also, please be aware that sometimes there are trigger warnings on this channel, and I do read reversals. We are real here on this channel, okay? I do not sugarcoat any of the messages. I am just the channel, and Spirit is giving me the messages that need to be heard at this time. Sometimes the messages can be very healing because we do work with the shadow self, and sometimes that can be hard, and we aren't always ready to do that work or hear those messages because it is challenging and difficult, but it is also quite beautiful and very rewarding, so do please keep that in mind. Also remember that these are all timeless readings. Every time I sit down and do a reading and create a video, I set the intention for the messages to transcend space and time, so that way they will find their way to you when they are supposed to, okay? So know that if you are watching this video, this message is absolutely meant for you, regardless of any dates or times that might be associated. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get right into it, you guys. I'll give you just another moment to pick your group. Timestamps are below, and we're going to go ahead and get started with group number 1. Let's go. Hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 1. You guys chose card 37, the pentagram, and the citrine crystal point. So we're going to go ahead and get into all of your shuffling. If you don't want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. You can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling though, then just keep watching, because that's what we're doing right now. right, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 1. You guys chose card 37, the pentagram, and the citrine crystal point. Okay. So this is your channeled message from the Crone, the triple goddess. Let's go ahead and get into it and see what she wants to tell you guys, okay? So we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? 2 of Cups, okay? And the 5 of Wands, okay? Interesting energies. Okay, so the Crone wants you to stop fighting with yourself. First of all, that's definitely something that's coming through here. I think that you've been fighting okay, there's obviously an energy that has to do with love here, right? With the 2 of Cups. Can't get around that. So I think the Crone really wants you to understand that maybe you've been fighting with yourself about either, right, different messages for different people. So this could be either being in a relationship or not being in a relationship. So maybe you guys are fighting about you're in a relationship that's not working out and you know it's not working out and you're kind of in that weird spot where you're like, is this, do I just make it work? Is this as good as it's gonna get? Do I have to be in it because I have to be in it? You know, society standards of being in a relationship and feeling like you have to be with someone. And on the other hand, this could be maybe you've just been single for a really long time and you're wondering, when is my person gonna show up? I just don't feel connected to anybody that I've been seeing recently, and I'm just wondering, you know, when am I going to feel that connection? When am I going to feel like I'm falling in love? Or when am I going to feel like someone has fallen in love with me? So there's a lot of, I think a lot of these questions around relationships, group number 1, that you guys have. I feel like in the past, relationships haven't really worked out for you. I feel like maybe you guys are really just questioning love. You're questioning about what your love life is going to look like in the future. You're wondering if you've had missed opportunities or something like that. Some of you guys might even be wondering if you're too old to love. Are you too old to find love? Okay, maybe you've been divorced and you already had a family and kids and you're older now and you're wondering, is it too late for me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, group number 1. So the Crone is coming through and she wants you to know that you will find love. You will find true love. You have to do the healing on yourself first. Love comes to us when we stop looking for it, okay? So love is going to come to you when you stop looking for it, because that is your focal point right now. And you keep wondering and you keep asking, is it here? Is it there? Is it there? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? You know, who is it? Where do I find it? Is it online? Is it in person? Do I go to the bar? Do I put up a dating profile? Do I go speed dating? You know, you're asking all these questions, trying to figure out how to find it, where to find it, when to find it. But it's not up to you. It's not up to you. You have to step back and you have to understand that it's not for you to find love. It's up to love to find you, group number 1, okay? So that's definitely the message that's coming through here, that the Crone wants you to understand. The harder you look for it, the less likely it's going to be that you find it, okay? So it's time to just step back and to allow the universe to work its magic and to allow your manifestation to start to take place, okay? It's okay to want it. That's fine to want it, but it's one thing to want it and it's another thing to go out looking for it, okay? So just understand that, group number 1. Ooh, you guys also have the unicorn energy. So the unicorn energy is telling me a couple things. First of all, the first message I instantly got was that anything is possible, okay? Group number 1, anything is possible, which means if you felt like you've been too picky, or maybe, you know, your dream person doesn't exist, whatever it is that you felt maybe was impossible, finding your soulmate twin flame, it is possible. So understand that anything is possible. If you felt like your love, the person that you have envisioned in your mind that is meant for you, if you feel like that's impossible, know that it's not. The only thing that would make it impossible is you believing that it's impossible. So understand that all love is possible. Understand that you can have whatever love you imagine. Understand that you can have whatever love you desire. You can have it. you deserve it, okay? You just have to open yourself up to knowing that. The unicorn is also third eye chakra energy. So speaking of manifestation, this is third eye energy. And this is you maybe having dreams of your significant other, maybe having visions of your significant other. So maybe you know what they look like. Maybe you know what they smell like, sound like, feel like, okay? Maybe you've already been open to knowing this person. This could be past life energy. So know that this person could be coming through as maybe a past life partner that you've been with before, something or something like that. So understand that there is a connection here that is quite rare and also quite beautiful. Group number one, you just have to be more open to it. This is again manifestation energy, so understanding that you don't have to work that hard to find it, okay? Just know that you want it. Open yourself up to receiving it, okay? Because it's not enough just to want it, but you have to be open to receiving that energy. So again, right, believing that it's possible, believing that it will happen for you, that it's already happening for you, that it's already happened to you, and that is when that manifestation will start to take place. So that is what you need to understand in order to have what it is that you desire. Group number one. Ooh, we also have Gnosis. Okay, Gnosis. So again, this is a very esoteric, very hermetic knowledge that's coming through here, which makes sense with the whole manifestation thing that we were talking about. And I think a lot of it talks about too with what goes around comes around. So I think this has a lot to do with the energy that you are putting out into the universe versus the energy that you are receiving. So I think part of it is, are you loving yourself enough? Okay. And I know we talk a lot about that on this channel, but I think it's because that's an aspect that a lot of people neglect, is we neglect ourselves. And I think especially when it comes to relationships, there's such a strong focus on trying to find someone else to love, to give our love to, that we forget the relationship with ourselves and we forget how to give love to ourselves. And that's something that we should be doing as well. So I think there's a need for you, right, to also focus on loving yourself more, loving yourself better. And I think there's a need for you to have more respect for yourself, respect for the way that you talk to yourself and the way that you treat yourself, okay? So understand that you maybe say things to yourself that is probably self-destructive, or do things that could be self-destructive, right? Which could be procrastinating, okay? Procrastinating on your goals or not reaching deadlines. This could be saying things that will lower your self-confidence or your self-esteem. Being too harsh on yourself. This could even be being a perfectionist. So maybe you are trying to be perfect, but you understand that perfect is a concept that you will never reach because it's something that doesn't exist. You will never be perfect, and self-destructive behavior is trying to reach that perfection, comparing yourself to other people, saying, well, I want to look like her. I want to, dress like that. And, I want to have what she has or what they have. So whatever it is that you're doing that could be potentially self-destructive, understand that you have to acknowledge that, okay? Quickly acknowledge that and then cancel that out, right? Cancel, as Sarah says from one of her friends that she got it from. So just cancel that energy and then transform it with positive energy instead. My mom always told me that whenever you have a negative thought, the way to cancel that negative thought out is by thinking of 3 positive thoughts to replace that negative thought, okay? So keep that in mind as well. That's something that definitely is coming through here for you guys, group number 1, okay? And then we have harmony. So harmony is coming through here. With the harmony coming through with music, she's playing this beautiful harp, it looks like. So this tells me that your significant other and you, maybe music is something that you guys will have in common. This is also telling me that maybe you guys could meet at some kind of a musical gathering. This could be a concert of some sort, or some kind of maybe a music store, something like that, where you could potentially meet this person, or again, maybe that could just be a common interest. They could also be a singer, right? Something with the voice as well as coming through here. Speaking of the voice, that tells me there's throat chakra energy that's coming through here as well, which again, what is it that you say to yourself? Are you talking kindly to yourself, and are you talking kindly to others? Because, right, when you speak, we're casting spells. So again, with that manifestation energy, are you manifesting what you're saying, okay? This is also right when I think of harmony, we have the card of discord, the Five of Wands energy here. So there's a need for you to find harmony, to find peace. So maybe your life has been chaotic a little bit. Maybe you've been getting into fights, arguments, altercations. This could be with friends, family, strangers, co-workers, whatever it is, whatever aspect of your life that is causing conflict, or there is potentially conflict currently. You have to be able to smooth that over, and you have to be able to find harmony before this is going to happen, honey, because you're right, the universe is going to see all of this chaos that's going on, and the reason why this chaos is going on is it's because you're making that decision to acknowledge that chaos and to partake in that chaos, right? Whenever there's a chaotic scene, we have the choice to be peaceful and to be harmonic, or to join in the chaos and be chaotic. So the universe isn't going to pair you up with this Two of Cups energy unless you're being harmonic, honey. So that's definitely a message that's coming through here. So cancel out the noise. Cancel out the noise. When you hear the gossip, when you see the drama, you don't have to be a part of it. You don't have to be a part of it at all. Just, okay, you see it, it's happening, but it's outside of you, okay? It's not a part of you. That's just something that you don't have time for. You don't have time for that because you bigger and better things are for you, okay? You are reaching yourself to higher standards and higher vibrations, and because your partner that you're looking for is at a higher standard and a higher vibration. So you have to level up to reach this person if you want to find this person, because discord and chaos, that's not it. Drama, that's not it, okay? So it's time to let go of all of that energy, leave it in the past, and it's time to be peaceful, to choose peace, right? Wake up in the morning and choose peace, choose harmony. Okay, we also have the flower moon, blossoming. Actually, it says, yeah, it does say blossoming. I saw blooming too. So maybe blossoming and blooming, maybe that has significance for you. But this is telling me that you're growing, that you are growing. I think that you guys have been working on yourself, group number one. Do I think the work is over? No. Do I think it's ever over? Absolutely not. But you guys are working on yourself. And I see that there is a transformation that's happening here. And you have to be proud of yourself for that. So even though you're not completely bloomed yet, you haven't really blossomed, but you're in the process of doing that. And that's something really beautiful. So you just keep doing you, keep working on yourself, and the rest will follow, okay? But it's the most important thing to just focus on you, focus on your self-care, on your self-love, and leveling up your energy and your vibrations before you even focus on anything else. Because once you start to do that, you'll realize that the rest will follow. No, sis, okay? All you have to do is work on yourself, chase, right? Not even chase, but just be. Be your own peace, your own happiness, your own love, and everything else will just sort of fall into place, because you'll start to attract that same energy, that same positive, peace, loving energy. And you'll find that your life is just really starting to align and has everything to do with your mindset and how you treat yourself, okay? And we also have compassion for others, okay? Compassion for others. So yeah, so this I think also talks about maybe you guys haven't been too kind to other people recently. Maybe that's part of where this chaos is coming from. Maybe you guys have been hurt, and hurt people, you know? So that's okay, I get it. If you've been kind of defensive, you have trust issues, you maybe have a hard time believing people when they say things to you, okay? Maybe you hurt people before they can hurt you. It's a defensive mechanism. But it's time for you to start to be more compassionate to others, to let go of those old stories, and to release that past hurt and those past traumas moving forward, because you can't let your past define your future. It's just something you cannot do, or you will never find that peace that you're looking for, okay? That love that you're looking for, okay? So there's just really a need for you to be more compassionate, right? We talked about being kinder to yourself, but being kinder to others as well, I think, is also important, right? Because I think there's a strong sense that sometimes we feel like we have to choose one or the other, where it's like, well, I'm either have to be like really kind to others but sacrifice myself, or I have to be really good to myself and sacrifice others. That's not the case, right? You have to find an equal balance where you have to be kind to others, but you still have to be kind to yourself. So there's an interesting, I think, compromise that has to happen here, because really it's just about embodying the essence of kindness and the essence of unconditional love, and what that actually looks like, what that feels like, and what that entails. So I think there's a need for you to start to focus more on the meaning of kindness. What is kindness? What does that mean to you? As well as love. What does that mean to you, and how can you be that for yourself as well as for others? Okay, and finding a balance there. So that's definitely something that's coming through, you guys. And then finally, for your last card, we have listening. Okay, listening. So I activate my receptive side and become an engaged, intuitive, professional grade listener. Supercharged listening gives me the ability to not only hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Armed with this knowledge, I'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need, or if I prefer, to dominate the planet. So I think this card is the answer to everything, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why, group number one. This Five of Wands energy, the way to clear this up, to clear up the chaos and the discord, is you have to listen. You're not listening, group number one. Someone is hurt. Someone else is in pain. Someone has something to say to you. And instead of viewing, right, both sides, you're only looking things from your own perspective. And it's time for you to pause, to take a minute, and to listen to all parties involved, and to hear what everybody else has to say. And to really listen, and to hear, and to understand and comprehend everyone's perception of the same situation. And that way you will gain clarity, and you will be able to understand how you can be kinder to them as well as yourself. And then there can be compromise. And then you can move forward in positivity, okay? Rise up above the discord. Rise up above the chaos. How do you fix it? By listening. By listening. Why are they upset? How can you help? Why are they sad? Why are they angry? How can you help? Why are you sad? Why are you angry? How can they help? How can you help each other? Kindness, love, unconditional. Okay, listening. Listening will fix everything. Listen to yourself, your wants, your needs, your desires. Listen to others, their wants, their needs, their desires, and find compromise, okay? All right, group number one, that is your channeled message from the triple goddess, the Crone. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, please comment down below and let me know. If you like this reading, give it a big thumbs up as well. Please do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and hit that post bell notification button so you stay updated and you do not miss out when I post new spooktacular videos just like this one every week. Also, don't forget to share this video with your loved ones, friends, and family that you feel can benefit from the loving, inspirational, and motivational messages that we continue to get here on this channel. Let's continue to grow this beautiful, abundant, spooky family that we have here, and let's continue to reach all of those trick-or-treaters who haven't even discovered this channel yet. With all that being said, thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to click on this video and to watch the messages and allow them to help you grow and reach higher ascension. So thank you guys again so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. If you want to keep watching and keep hanging out with me, I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 2. Let's go. Hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 2. You guys chose card 14, the moon, and the double terminated snowflake obsidian crystal. So we're going to go ahead and get into all of your shuffling. If you don't want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. You can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling though, then just keep watching because that's what we're doing right now. Hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 2. You guys chose card 14, the moon, and the double terminated snowflake obsidian crystal. So this is your channeled message from the triple goddess, the Crone. Let's see what she wants to tell you, okay? So we have the Two of Swords, the High Priestess in reverse, okay? And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So the Crone is coming in and she wants you to pay attention, group number 2. She wants you to pay attention. You're not listening to the signs. You're not listening to your intuition. You're not listening to your guides, okay? You feel them. You know that they're there. You know they're trying to point you in the right direction and you're kind of just ignoring them. But because you want to make the wrong decision, right? Part of you just wants to make the wrong decision because usually it's because of fear, because of this feeling of being comfortable that you enjoy. You stay in a situation, you stay right, making a decision that you know isn't necessarily good for you, but because it feels comfortable, because you understand it, because you know what the outcome is going to be. And so there's a fear of the unknown, there's a fear of newness, there's a fear of moving on and what could be. That's the fear that's holding you back. And you understand this. So this isn't something that you don't know. However, I do see for you guys that you are keeping yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. And it's just kind of confusing because it's almost like this self-sabotage. You're keeping yourself in a situation. This could be a relationship. This could be a job. This could be some kind of living situation. Whatever it is, different messages for different people. You guys are keeping yourselves in a situation that you don't want to be in. And part of it is because you're afraid that if you leave the situation, what's going to happen? Are things going to get worse? And I'm here to tell you, no, they're actually going to get better. They're going to get better. And I know that seems crazy, but you're miserable right now, group number 2. You feel you're stressed, you feel lonely, you feel depressed, there's anxiety, right? And so you're just kind of like, like you just feel like, I wish that my life could be better. I wish that there could be more. Gosh, wouldn't it be nice if, you know, my Prince Charming just broke down the door and we were rich and famous and got married and lived happily ever after in our castle, you know, whatever it is. But you have to be able to make the change yourself. You can't wait for someone else to make the change for you because that's never going to happen. No one else can do that. It's about you making the choice and the decision, okay? You having that response reaction in order to want better for yourself. And I don't know why you don't, because you should. You should want better for you, okay? Because you deserve more and you can achieve more and you're capable of being so much more than what you are right now. And so this is a test. And so the Crone wants you to understand that you have the option to leave at any moment you decide to. The fact that you have not done so yet is because you are choosing to stay. Don't make an excuse and say it's because of him, it's because of her, it's because of them, it's because of... Don't blame other people. Don't point that finger. The only direction that finger should be pointing is at you, at yourself, because it's your decision. You're the only one making the decision to stay in a situation that you don't want to be in, okay? But understand that when you do make the decision to leave, okay, it will be the best decision you've ever made, okay? It will be, I guarantee you, and you will feel so free and so relieved. And in the beginning, right, it might be hard, but you'll realize that it was a decision you should have made a long time ago, okay? Dolphin energy. So dolphin energy is about being smart, making the smart decisions, smart choices, okay? It's also about happiness. Dolphin is that playful, happy energy as well. So I think that there is a playfulness to you that I think you have to remind yourself of. I think part of you feels like you're a little trapped and you can't be yourself. You can't do the things you want to do. You can't act the way you want to act or look the way you want to look, right? There's a feeling, definitely a feeling of being trapped. But I feel that you guys need to allow yourself, right? Because that's an illusion. You're in this, you're like, I'm trapped. I can't. Yes, you can, right? The I can't is an illusion that doesn't really exist. You can do anything. You just have to make the choice to do it. So, and then we blame other people and we make up reasons why we can't do something, but really it's just us. We're the only reason, not anybody else. Okay, so hold yourself accountable and take responsibility, group number 2. But I think you also need to allow yourself, I think you have to remember who you are and allow yourself to have that sense of freedom and to be able to just play again and to be you again and to feel that happiness again. And I think, right, you just need to remind yourself of what that feels like and what that looks like, okay? This is also water energy, so it's also emotional energy. So I feel like this is definitely something that's emotional attachment that's happening here. So I don't see this, I think that's why it's really hard for you guys. I feel like there's some kind of emotional investment involved, which is why it's really hard for you to leave this situation or circumstance, whatever it is, because of the emotional investment that you have already placed into the situation. And then we have the flame. So the flame is about finding passion as well. So I think you guys need to focus on your passions. So for some of you guys, maybe this could be focusing on the passion of love, right? Finding a new relationship, finding that love, that vigor, passion, romance, sensuality. For others, this is a passion, a dream of a career, okay? Entrepreneurship, doing something that you're passionate about, something that you love. This could be going somewhere, okay, like traveling, helping people, right? That's something that you could be passionate about, you love. So I really feel that part of the answer here is chasing your passions and trying to figure out what is the part of you that feels empty. Okay, because when you think of that emptiness that you have, that you've now filled with, right, sadness, depression, anxiety, loneliness. So you have to focus on that void, focus on the empty, and get to the root of what it is that's actually missing, because you're missing a passion. You're missing that happiness. Why are you missing that? What do you need to light that flame again, to feel that joy again? What is it? Okay, and it's going to be different for everyone, but that's your focus. And once you find that, it's going to be so much easier for you to leave. It's going to be so much easier. The reason why you feel like you can't leave right now is because your fire's out. You've lost the passion, you've lost the will, you've lost the desire, and you feel like, well, this is as good as it's gonna get. I'm, might as well just stay in this situation because I have nothing else to look forward to, right? And then you start to look at all the bad things, right? All those negative thoughts start to fill your head. And so what you have to do is just light that fire, light that passion again, find out what it is, reignite that flame, and then everything else will start to click and start to work, right? Then your cogs will start to move again, and then you'll start to feel enlightened and have that realization, that epiphany. Oh my goodness, I have to, what am I doing? I have to leave. I have to go chase my dreams, and then just take off, run, don't look back. And don't even think twice about it. Group number 2, just keep going, right? So that's definitely the energy that we have coming through here. And then we have strength. Okay, yeah, we have strength. So this is about being strong too, because I think there's definitely a sense of strength that has to come through here, because we talked about that emotional investment, right? You guys felt that what you were doing was something that you were passionate for. It was someone that you felt love for. It was something that you desired and that you thought you wanted. But things changed, as things often do, right? And so you lost that fire, you lost that passion, and it's just not what you thought it was going to be, and it's not what it used to be. And so now it's time for you to let go, and you have to be really strong when you let go, because again, we talked about the emotional investment in whatever the situation or circumstance is, and this is something that's been going on for a long time. So when you start to let go and you cut ties, it's scary. It's scary because this is something that's comfortable, and right, you're afraid to start over, you're afraid to start new, because essentially that's what you're doing. You're really starting over, starting from the beginning, from scratch. And you just have to really be willing to do that for yourself, to choose you, and to just be strong enough to know that you can start again, that you can start over, and you can repaint your life, and you can remake it into something that's beautiful, into something that's vibrant, and into something that you want it to be. And all you can do is just take the knowledge that you've learned, the lessons that you've learned from that situation or circumstance that you've now left behind, and take those lessons and turn those lessons into strength to be able to hold yourself up during this transitional period and to prevent yourself from falling back into that same situation again moving forward. So what we do is we live, we learn, we move on, we laugh, we play, we grow. And that's what you have to do, group number 2. So just understand that everything is going to be okay. Is it going to be hard? Absolutely. Okay, because right, sometimes, actually all the time, change is hard. Change is hard and transformation is difficult and it takes time. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight. You're not going to feel good about it the next day, right? It's going to take a few days, might even take a month, okay? Who knows? Different for everybody, right? Who has that kind of sense of loss, because you will feel a sense of loss, and it's going to take willpower and strength to continue to move forward and to not allow yourself to start to go back to that situation or circumstance that you left behind, okay? And then we have surrender, waning crescent, surrender. So I think this just really goes into everything that we've already kind of talked about, because there's really a sense of needing to surrender yourself to the possibility of a brighter future, being able to surrender yourself to the truth. Okay, because a lot of the times we can't even do that. We have to lie to ourselves and we fall into denial, and right, we place the blame on other people, because it's hard to surrender ourselves to the truth, to see the truth of a situation, to understand that we have to leave something that's no longer serving us, something that's holding us back, okay? And that, because that's hard to do. So we don't want to do it, we don't like to do it, or we refuse to see it. But now is the time for you to really just surrender to the universe, to surrender to the truth, and to surrender to possibility for better things to happen. Surrender to your passion, and to surrender to peace, and to choose peace. To choose peace. So surrender to the universe, okay? Because part of this is also control. You guys wanting to have control over a situation. You don't want to let go. You don't want to move forward because you don't know what's going to happen, and you don't have control over what's going to happen. You have control over the situation, or so you feel that you do, which is why you stay in it. You maintain in that hamster wheel cycle. So when you surrender your control and you allow yourself to just kind of take that leap of faith, right? Jump. And you don't know where you're going to go. You don't know where you're going to land. If you're going to land, if you're going to fly, is there water? Is there ground? Will I sink or swim? You don't know. But you surrender and you take that leap of faith anyway, and you allow your spiritual team and the universe to guide you. And they are now in control and you are not. Okay? That is surrender. And that's what you have to do, group number 2. Honor yourself, euphoria. Honor yourself. So honor yourself, take care of yourself, and choose yourself. Put yourself first this time, because you haven't been doing that. So it's time for you to just honor yourself, to love yourself enough, to choose yourself, your happiness, your passion, your peace over and above anything else and anyone else in this moment. It's okay in this moment. It's okay to be selfish and to choose you, because you deserve it. You deserve it, okay? Right now, it's about you. You're the main character. It's about you. It's about your escape. It's about your transformation. It's about your new beginning, okay? And finally, we have appreciation. Appreciation. I appreciate the unique ways other people show their love, rather than compare their ways with my ways. Then I appreciate myself for maturely putting up with people who just can't seem to show love the normal way. Obvious, universally accepted way. Good job, both of us. So, I think this card speaks volumes, group number 2, because I think it's about appreciation. I can't even talk. I think it's about appreciating the good and the bad, right? The easy and the hard, okay? Because when we really think about it, there's no such thing as good and bad, right? It's essentially easy and hard, okay? And so you have to be able to understand that while you're living your life, you have to take both roads. You have to take the easy road and you have to take the hard road. They both merge in and out, right? This weave weaving road that we take up the mountain, down the mountain, right? Going up is hard, but when you go back down, it's easy, you know? So, and the climax, right? When you reach the top and there's that standstill and that reflection period that happens as well. So just understand that you have to appreciate everything that's led up to this moment. It's not about having regrets. It's not about feeling resentment. It's not about self-loathing or hating someone else, right? It's not about any of that. It's about appreciating everything that's led up to this moment that has allowed you to understand yourself in new perspective, to understand how you've changed, how you've grown, and how this has brought strength to you, okay? Because we do have the strength. This situation has made you stronger. It has not made you weaker. Understand that, group number 2. So have appreciation for the heroes, have appreciation for the villains, have appreciation for the support and lack thereof, have appreciation for the hard times and the easy times, have appreciation for the past and the future, appreciate the journey, the start and the finish line, the destination, and just understand that all has happened as it should, when it should, in divine timing. And it's not for you to judge. We are not here to judge, okay? Let go of judgment, okay? Let go of judgment and just understand it happened. Thank it for happening and be able to move forward with appreciation, okay? So that is your channeled message, group number 2, from the triple goddess, the Crone, giving you that wisdom, wise words, group number 2. I really hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, please comment down below and let me know. If you like this reading, also give it a big thumbs up, you guys. Please do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and hitting that post bell notification button so you stay updated and you do not miss out when I post new spooktacular videos just like this one every week. Alright, you guys, also please do share this video with your friends, family, and loved ones that you feel can benefit from the loving, inspirational, and motivational messages that we continue to get here on this channel. Let's continue to grow this beautiful, abundant, spooky family that we have here, and let's continue to reach all of those trick-or-treaters who haven't even discovered this channel yet. Alright, you guys, thank you again so much for clicking on today's video, for watching the video, for taking the time to allow these messages to help you reach your highest self and your highest potential, okay? It has been such an absolute pleasure. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you want to keep hanging out and keep watching, I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 3. Let's go. Hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 3. You guys chose card 36, the snake, and the blue goldstone crystal points. So we're going to go ahead and get into all of your shuffling. If you don't want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. You can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling though, then just keep watching because that's what we're doing right now. All right, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 3. You guys chose card 36, the snake, and the blue gold stone point crystal. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into it, you guys. This is your channeled message from the triple goddess, the Crone. Let's see what she wants to tell you. So we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. The 4 of Wands. And the 9 of Pentacles, okay. So now is not the time. I'm seeing now is not the time to move on. Now is not the time perhaps to... Maybe some of you guys were thinking about giving up or trying something new, or maybe going away. This could have been moving away or something like that. But I'm seeing now is not the time to do that. Now is not the time for change. Perhaps you guys have been working towards a goal or working towards something, and you haven't been seeing the success, or you haven't been seeing the growth that you've been hoping for. And so you've been wondering about, maybe it's time for me to take a new direction, or to take a new approach, to change things up. And hoping that maybe with this new change, you know, this new direction, things will start to get better. But I'm seeing that it's not. I'm seeing there's a need for you to wait it out a little bit. And I think the success will come. I think it's going to take a little bit more time though, okay? Because I think you're rushing the process. I think that's really what's happening here, is you're rushing the process. And I'm seeing that an old idea is what's going to work for you. It's something, so maybe you're thinking about moving forward with something new, when in fact, in order to find success, you have to go back to something that you forgot about, or to an idea that maybe you put to rest, that you felt you didn't want to use. So I see there's a need for you to look back to find that idea that's going to be successful, not to look forward, okay? And I see that there's a period where you're going to have to take a time out, and you're just going to have to stop, and you're really going to have to listen to yourself, listen to your guides, and try to really meditate and figure out what is it that you're actually looking for in terms of success. What does that actually look like to you? What does that feel like to you? And hoping that you realize success does not mean fame. Success does not mean fortune, okay? Success is something in itself, on its own, and you have to understand that, group number 3. But I am seeing that you will have success. There will be definitely needs for celebration. There will be celebratory things happening here, right? So I'm seeing that there's a commitment that is going to pay off. And we are even seeing that some kind of wish fulfillment is going to be happening, where you guys are going to be coming into some kind of money, or a substantial amount of maybe a following or something like that, where you guys are going to gain a platform of some sort. This could also be a gift, maybe receiving some kind of gift or an opportunity as well to help you succeed and move forward in your endeavors. So keep in mind, all that is going to happen for you. You just need to take a time out for yourself. And in order to find success, you have to look backwards. Don't look forwards. It's something that you've put to rest, not something new. Okay, that's something else that's coming to mind. We have Dragonfly in reverse. You're not listening to Spirit. You guys are not listening to Spirit. Okay, Dragonfly in reverse always tells me that you guys are not listening to your spiritual team. You're not listening to your spirit guides. They are trying to align opportunities for you, and you are not taking the opportunities that they're giving to you. Likewise, you are also taking your failures as failures, when actually they're successes in disguise. So you're being too hard on yourself, and you're not allowing yourself to learn properly from your setbacks, okay? Because we all have setbacks. That's absolutely normal, and it's absolutely okay. So don't be so hard on yourself when you start to have those setbacks, because that's just the universe's way, your spiritual team's way, in trying to direct you towards something that is going to be more successful, that is going to be better, okay? So understand that there's a need for you to just trust in your spiritual team, and to just trust in the process, and trust the path that you're currently taking, and understand divine timing. Everything is happening as it's supposed to, when it is supposed to. You have not found the success that you're rushing to to see so quickly because it just hasn't been time yet. Give it some time, group number 3. I promise she's a coming. Okay, she's coming. Just give it some time, you guys. We also have the Poet. Okay, so for some of you guys, maybe this resonates. This could have to do with some kind of an artistic career. This could have to do with poetry, painting, writing, some kind of art form. This could even be spiritual, a spiritual endeavor as well. So working spiritually, or maybe on screenplays, movies, photography, something like that as well could be coming into play here. But I really feel that there's some kind of art form that you guys are working on that you feel just hasn't been taking off the way that you feel like you wanted it to. You guys are wondering if you're supposed to be doing something that's more mainstream in order for you to see the success. Okay, don't do it, because your differences is what's going to make you successful. The thing that makes you different is what's going to make you successful. You just have to give it more time, and you just have to wait for that push, and that push is going to find you. You just have to trust in your spiritual team more and follow their direction and the opportunities that they bring to you, and understand that your setbacks are not setbacks. They're opportunities in disguise. Okay, so just follow the path of least resistance, and that will do you wonders. I promise. You just have to believe in yourself more, and I think you have to work on your own self-confidence. That's something that's coming through here as well, to be able to believe in yourself and to trust in yourself that you can be successful by being different, by being yourself, and you don't have to alter yourself to be successful. That's definitely something that's coming through here. And then we have gratitude as well. So maybe some of you guys just aren't being as gracious as you should be, right? The universe loves gratitude. So if you're not being gracious for the opportunities that you have had thus far, that has led to, right, you've seen maybe some small successes, not the big success that you've been looking for, but you have reached some small successes, and some of you guys have not been as gracious as you should be. So take a day to really show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have, for all the opportunities, all the support, and all the love that you have received from your spiritual team, from your friends, family, and loved ones. And that's going to show the universe that you actually are appreciative and gracious for everything that has happened to you in a positive way thus far. It's also going to bring your mind to light to all the positivity that you've had thus far, and then it's going to be able to push you forward to bring more positivity towards you. But more positivity isn't going to find you, more opportunities aren't going to find you, more success is not going to find you unless you show gratitude for the successes you have already occurred, okay, or endured. You know, so just keep that in mind, you guys. Show gratitude. Take some time to just every morning meditate on some gratitude. Listen to some gratitude affirmations. Just, you know, being gracious for the food in your body, the money in your bank account, the clothes, the house, you know, roof over your head. It doesn't have to be lavish, but there are people who are less than fortunate than you. Okay, people who don't have a home, people who are hungry. There are people who don't have a job, who don't have money. Okay, so just remember that, you know, my mom always says, if you ever feel bad about what you have, remember that there is someone who has less than you. So just to put things into perspective, you actually are very well off. You know, I say this sometimes in my video when gratitude messages come to play, because a lot of times we forget to be gracious and to be thankful, and just, you know, be thankful for the internet that you have, be thankful for the messages that you're hearing, for the video that you're watching, for the phone that you're watching it on, or laptop, computer that you have, the access to that technology, okay, the bedroom that you're sitting in while you're watching that, the bed that you have to lay in, the clothes that you're wearing, the clean water that you're drinking out of the clean cups and glasses, from the faucet of running water that you have, and electricity that you have. So there's just so many things that we take for granted that we forget to be thankful for, that you just need to remember to be thankful for in order to allow those opportunities, successes, and more positive energy to start to flow through. Because I think some of you guys might have lost sight of what's really important. Okay. And then we have nourishment, waxing crescents. So nourishment tells me that you guys definitely are going to be in abundance, okay? You definitely have abundance coming. You definitely have lots to look forward to. There's a lot of success surrounding you, a lot of abundance surrounding you. There's so much opportunity surrounding you. I am seeing like a lot of people celebrating you. There's celebrations that are occurring. There's a monetary value that you're incurring as well. Gifts that I'm seeing you that are being gifted to you, and just lots of prosperity, lots of abundance, lots of success that's coming towards you. That energy is so fruitful and so abundant. You just have to claim it, you guys. Claim it by being gracious, by being by showing gratitude, and by showing appreciation. That's definitely one of the ways that's going to help you achieve that energy. And also remembering where you came from, remembering how you started, how the journey started versus how you are now, and realizing how far you've actually come and how proud of yourself you should actually be. And then we have minimus, commune with the source. So some of you guys have to commune with the source. You have to commune, I think, with deity, with spirit, okay, with the universe, right? Break out those dusty old tarot cards, you know, that maybe you put away, you haven't done for a while. This could also just talk about prayer. This could talk about meditation, meditating and praying on the things that you want, the things that you desire to bring forth that manifestation energy. I think this could also talk about, right, when you talk about communing with the source, this is again thinking back to our roots, back to where we came from versus who we are now, communing with the source of yourself. This could be the source of who you are, communing with your parents, right? The source of you comes from your mother. This could be about talking with your mother, getting back in contact with your mother. Perhaps there is some advice that she has to tell you, right? This is the maiden mother crone reading. The mother's coming in here as well. So there's a need for you. Oh, right, I'm talking about the mother. So perhaps this message from the crone wants you to go back and view a message from, I did the mother reading as well. So maybe you have to go back and watch one of the groups from the mother reading as well that could help you bring some clarity and some identification as well to this message. That's something else that's coming through here. But again, your mom might have some wise advice for you, or your grandmother as well, okay? Communing even further back, the source of your mother would be her mother, okay? And this is the crone, which could also be grandmother spirit. So your grandparents might have some wise advice for you as well. That's something else that's coming through. Okay, and we also have wholeness. Wholeness as your last card. Okay, I am complete, whole, and filled with love. I have everything I need. I have everything I need. If I ask or look for more, I'm ignoring the love and gifts that are already in my life. Gratitude, hello. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna read that again. If I ask or look for more, I'm ignoring the love and gifts that are already in my life. Instead, I'll be grateful and acknowledge that anything else would be extra icing on life's cake. Okay, so remember, you guys, you're looking for extra icing. You're gonna get it, okay? You're gonna get the extra icing that you're asking for, but only after you recognize the cake that you're already living on, okay? So we're not even gonna get too much into that, you guys, because that is absolutely spirit coming in, triple goddess, crone message coming in with validation, okay? Nail in the coffin of everything that we have just talked about in this reading already for you, group number 3, okay? So gratitude, understanding that you will have abundance, but understanding that you are already abundant before you can receive even more abundance, but just showing that gratitude, that appreciation, and that acknowledgement, and just allowing yourself to be at peace with that, to be at peace with who you are, and just remembering your journey, and how far you've come and where you came from. Okay, that's something else that's important. And you don't have to change who you are. Okay, you don't ever have to change who you are. All right, you guys, group number 3, fun reading. So that was your channeled message from the triple goddess, the crone. That concludes our trilogy series. Also, make sure you go ahead and check out the mother reading and even check out the maiden reading too. If you missed out on that, they're all in my playlist for divine messages, okay? So if you guys like this reading, if it resonated, please comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up as well. Please do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and hitting that post bell notification button so you stay updated and you do not miss out when I post new spooktacular videos just like this one every week. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do share this video as well. Share it with your friends, family, and loved ones that you feel can benefit from the loving, inspirational, and motivational messages that we continue to get here on this channel. Let's continue to grow this beautiful, abundant, flourishing, spooky family that we have here, and let's continue to reach all of those trick-or-treaters who haven't even discovered this channel yet. With all that being said, it has been such an absolute pleasure. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to click on this video, to watch these messages, and to allow them help you to transform your life and to reach your highest purpose, okay? Your highest self. So again, thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. I will catch you guys on the next video. But until then, as always, keep it creepy, you guys, okay? Bye, you guys.